Hi, welcome to my video on solving inequalities on absolute value functions, part 2. Solve each. So remember, these are examples, and then I have a couple to do for practice. But just to review that greater than greater than equal to or greater than is an or, and less than equal to or less than is an and. And when we do greater than, equal to, or greater than, the two number, you're to the right of one number and you're to the left of another. When you do an and, you're in between the two numbers. So let's explain. Here we go. The absolute value of x minus 1 is greater than 3. The negative of x minus 1 is greater than 3, and greater than is an or. The positive of x minus 1 greater than 3. So notice the greater than 3 is here and here. Greater than is an or, and I do the negative of it and the positive of it, the same as I did when I was doing equal sign. So negative 1 times x minus 1 is negative x plus 1 greater than 3. Negative x greater than 3 minus 1. Negative x greater than 2. Divide by negative 1. And x is, when you divide by a negative number or multiply an inequality by a negative number, the greater than changes to a less than, or less than changes to a greater. So you switch the sign from a greater than to a less than, negative 2. And the positive doesn't change the expression. So x is greater than 3 plus 1. X is greater than, I was going to say 2 then, 4. So notice we are dealing with negative 2. Notice there's no equal sign, so it's a hollow dot at negative 2 going to the left. And x is greater than 4. 4 is here. Again, it's a hollow dot because it's not equal to, and greater than 4. So the answer is x less than negative 2, or x is greater than 4. Or we can also do the interval notation. That's an open bracket, negative 2 going to negative infinity, open bracket, or open bracket at 4, comma, going to positive infinity or infinity, open bracket. So this is the solutions. And so that means any number that's greater than 4 will fit this inequality, and any number less than a negative 4 will fit the inequality. And just to check, let's take a 5. Let's take the 5. X is 5. Put a 5 in. 5 minus 1 is 4. Absolute value of 4 is 4. 4 is greater than 3. Okay. And let's take a negative 3. X is equal to negative 3. Put a negative 3 in. Negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. Absolute value of negative 4 is 4. 4 is greater than 3. So you can see that these are the right answers. B, the absolute value of x plus 2 is less than or equal to 1. So the negative of x plus 2 is less than or equal to 1. And less than equal to is an and. It's what the intersection. And the positive of x plus 2 is less than or equal to 1. So notice less than or equal to 1 is on both ends, and because of the less than equal to, and the minus and the plus. So the negative times x plus 2 is negative x minus 2 less than or equal to 1. Negative x is less than or equal to 1 plus 2. Negative x is less than or equal to 3. Divide by negative 1. X is greater than equal to negative 3. Again, notice dividing by a negative changes direction of a less than to a greater than. Positive doesn't change the expressions. So x is less than or equal to 1 minus 2. X is less than or equal to negative 1. So we're greater than or equal to negative 3. So here's a negative 3. Equal to is solid. Greater than are all these numbers to the right. And negative 1 is right here. And it's an equal to, so it's a solid dot. And less than. And notice we said as an and is an overlapping. So this is the overlapping. So that's a negative 3. That's a negative 1. X is in between. And the symbol less than equal to. I always write it with the number that's on the left in the interval. Goes on the left, the number on the right goes on the right. X is in between. And whatever this symbol is here, that's what goes here and here. And that's the answer. Or we could go square bracket, negative 3, comma, negative 1, square bracket. We'd want to do the interval. Again, let's check with a negative 2. X is negative 2 to see we're okay. Put a negative 2 in. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. The absolute value of 0 is 0. 0 is less than 1. So this looks like it's okay. Practice means pause the video and see if you can work these out on your own. Here we go. The negative of x, 2x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 5. And greater than is an or. The positive of 2x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 5. Again, greater than or equal to 5 is on both of these. This is the negative of this expression. This is the positive of it. Negative times these two. Negative 2x minus 1 greater than or equal to 5. Negative 2x greater than or equal to 5 plus 1. Negative 2x greater than or equal to 6. Divide by negative 2. X, and we're dividing by negative, so greater than becomes less than, equal to. 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. And we have an or, so 2x plus 1 greater than or equal to 5. 2x greater than or equal to 5 minus 1. 2x greater than or equal to 4. Divide by 2. X is greater than or equal to 2. Notice we're dividing by a positive number, so this greater than is. So we have x is less than or equal to negative 3, or x is greater than or equal to 2. Again, we are, if you look at it, negative 3 is right here, less than or equal to. So it's a solid dot because equal sign going to the left. And 2 is right here, solid dot, and you're going to the right. So notice an or. So you're greater than the number on the right, and we're less than the number on the left. And again, in between, let's pick a number called 3. Just check x equals 3. X equals 3. Put 3 in the inequality. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Absolute value of 7 is 7. 7 is greater than 5. So, and we check with a negative 4. X equals, that's a negative 3 there, so let's check with a negative 4. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Negative 8 plus 1 is negative 7. Absolute value of negative 7 is 7. And that's okay. And we do the interval notation. That's an equal to, so it's a solid. Negative 3, comma, going to negative infinity. And this is an or because it's an or is greater than, equal to, or greater than. And again, it's an equal sign, so 2 is equal and going to positive infinity. So that's the answer. That's how you write it out. This is in the inequality, and this is as the interval notation, either or. Ask your teacher. And one more to do. And pause your video and work the out before I do. Here we go. So the negative of negative 8x plus 16 is less than or equal to 8. And less than is an and. Is an intersection, is an overlapping. And the positive of negative 8x plus 16 is less than 8. So my way, again, I developed this way, and the negative of this expression, the positive of this expression, keeping less than 8 on both ends, and with an and. Less than or equal to is an and that's an intersection. You're going above and below, and you pick up the intersection. So negative 1 times negative 8x is 8x. Negative 1 times 16 is negative 16. 8x is less than 16, or 8 plus 16. 8x is less than 24, and to divide by 8, x is less than 3, and the positive, negative 8x plus 16 is less than 8. Negative 8x is less than 8 minus 16. Negative 8x is less than negative 8, and we divide by negative 8 on both sides, and x dividing by negative less than changes to greater than 1. And remember, now we have an and, so the answer, x is less than 3 and x is greater than 1. So let's look at that number line. X is less than 3, so there's 3, no equal sign. So there's 3, it's hollow because there's no equal sign, so less than 3. X is greater than 1, so here's 1 right here. Hollow dot going greater. And notice again, it's an overlapping. Here it is. So the answer to this is, you got between 3 and 1. So it's 3x and 1. 3 is the left side, 1 is the right side, and we have a less than. So 3. Now if we say, oh, sorry, I got 3 here. What I should do is 1, x, and 3 is less than x. Sorry, 1 is less than x, less than 3. Again, this is the 1, and this is the 3, so it should be 1 on the left, 3 on the right. Even though I have it written like this, but this works out to be the same. And the notation, there's no equal sign, so it's a open bracket, or not a square bracket, and a 3, not a square bracket. So I twisted around with the negative inside. So this is an and here, but it's an intersection between the number on the left. So the number on the left is 1, the number on the right is 3. So put the 1 on the left, the 3 on the right, with x in the middle, and whatever this is, that's what goes here. And it makes sense. 1 is less than x, less than 3. So it's all the numbers between 1 and 3. And hopefully my video, or you have a better understanding how to solve inequalities with absolute value. And if you do, click my like button, subscribe button, visit my math website, www.mathwillexplain.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.